Hey, Dan, Coach Emilio here with NorCal Sports Network with an instant reaction to today's Giants 5-2 loss to the Chicago White Sox. They lose the series and they look pretty hapless again. We'll break it all down, give you my instant thoughts on this. But first, let us thank our sponsor of this video, Chapman Law Group. Give Chapman Law Group a call for all your legal needs, especially if you've got a personal injury situation. Give them a call and do not settle with an insurance company and leave money on the table. Chapman Law Group, 415-613-9483, and let them know that NorCal Sports Network sent you. All right, guys, this is a pathetic loss. Again, Giants look hapless at the plate. They look completely lost. They can't score runs. They only get 2 runs today. They muster those 2 runs together by putting 1 up in the second and then 1 up in the 5th. They cannot get rallies going. They cannot sustain anything. Today, Jung-Hoo Lee again 0 for 3 down to 243. Maybe it's time to send him down to the minor leagues, get him right, and let him get his swing. Look, he's got options. There's no shame in sending the guy down. Send him on down, give him a few weeks, get his confidence back, and bring up Luis Matos. All right. I've had enough of seeing Lee just, lazy fly balls, roll over ground outs. And it's time Giants need to shake something up. They need to definitely shake something up. Willy Adames gets the bases loaded walk, which drives in a run, but 2 more strikeouts for Adames. Rafael Devers, 3 Ks today is not looking good, but there's no one to hit behind him. So they're not going to give him really the greatest pitches because, although he is swinging and missing at some nice pitches that look good, he's just probably pressing, trying to carry the team. The bright spot on this team seems to be Christian Koss. He's the only guy that has multiple hits every game. And, Wisely, he's not going to be here long. Bailey did come up with a key hit today and got the RBI for the second run, or I guess the first run. I guess that was the getting the double down the right field line. Yaz 1 for 5, hitting 244. He'll end up in the 230s or less. This team just cannot hit, guys. It's a team that cannot hit, and the management of the bullpen is absolutely pathetic. Look, I like Bob Melvin personally, but as a manager, he has not managed this bullpen well. The one thing I said during this game and talking to some friends through text, don't bring in Ryan Walker. How many games has Ryan Walker blown that Justin Verlander had a win? That's the 3rd that I know of today. Okay. Yeah, Eric Miller was the guy that took the actual loss, but Walker can't come in and close it and gives up 2 hard hits and walks a guy in a 3rd of an inning. Okay. So three guys got on, and he was the one that put it out of reach. He could have kept it to just a 3-2 game, but no. And what would it really matter, though, if they kept it 3-2? Giants still can't score. This is the 40th game that the Giants have scored 3 runs or less out of 84. 40. That is, let me tell you what percentage that is. That is almost 48% of the games. 47.6% of the games the Giants have scored 3 runs or less. Something's going to have to be done. A shakeup is going to have to happen. This cannot continue when you lose game after game after game the same way. Nobody hits. And I don't know what the answer is. To me, the first answer before going out and, it's hard to make trades. Not easy to make trades. Bring up Luis Matos. Put him in the lineup every day. I just said, send Jung-Hoo Lee down to the minors. Put Jung-Hoo Lee, let him recalibrate in Sacramento. I mean, throwing him out there every game and watching him do the same thing over and over and over again is getting old. And he's got options. Send him on down. Yaz, to me, you know what? He's a journeyman. He's a journeyman guy that had a, he's got an OPS plus of over 100, and he's had that for most of his career. But look at the eye test, guys. He doesn't move the needle for me. Great outfielder, great fourth outfielder. I'm fine with him being the fourth outfielder. Problem is, the Giants only have one outfielder right now, and that's Elliot Ramos. You bring up these kids and let them play. That's what I've been saying for a couple of years. Giants would not bring up Elliot Ramos, and I said, let him play, let him play, let him play. He's got tools. He'll hit. He'll learn it. Give him time. Finally gets his chance because of injuries last year. Same with Casey Schmidt this year. Said the same thing. I'm saying the same thing about Luis Matos. I believe if you give Matos everyday regular bats and just let him play, you're going to find out he can hit and he can be a productive big league hitter. You know what? The worst thing is, what's the worst, I should say, that can happen? Matos comes up, plays 30 straight games and does not perform, and you realize he's not it. Okay, let's find out. Because if he's not it, he's not hurting the club. He can't be hurting the club any more than Jung-Hoo Lee, right? I mean, Matos hit over 250 his first big league career year 2 years ago. And what do the Giants do? They up and down with him last year. Don't give him a solid shot. They're doing the same thing. Do you see a pattern here with this organization? They did it first with Joey Bart. Then they did it with Ramos, not letting him play. Then they did it with Schmidt, not letting him play. Then it's injuries. Now they're doing it to Matos. 4 of their top prospects. Well, Bart's gone. They ran out of options on him. They're fortunate that guys were hurt last year so Ramos could actually get a shot, because if he did not get hurt, Ramos, you would even know who Elliot Ramos is in a San Francisco Giants uniform. What's going on with this organization? Why can they not see talent that's right underneath them? Did the same thing with Casey Schmidt, and I kept calling for it. I said, this guy can hit. Let him get his at-bats. Finally gets an opportunity, and boom, and now he's hurt. But look, their best players on the team have been Ramos and Schmidt, prior to Schmidt getting hurt. And so it's time for Matos to come up. It's time for Ryan Walker to be either DFA'd or sent down or traded. You can't put this guy in situations. He's had a horrible year. Look, before last year, who'd ever heard of Ryan Walker? I mean, he had a great run, became the closer, but these guys happen, they're a dime a dozen, okay? This guy, Ryan Walker, has not been anything special. So something's got to happen with this club, and it's got to happen quickly, because you cannot lose to the Chicago White Sox 2 out of 3. Now the Giants are 6 games over 500. They are actually 1 game under 500 after their first 9 games. They were 8-1, and since the 8-1 start, the Giants are now 37-38, I believe, is what their record is. They were 8-1, and now, let me just pull this up for a second here. I believe this is correct, guys. Let me double check that just to make sure so I don't misinform you. But the Giants' record as of today is, you might want to hit the standings for the Major League Baseball, not NFL. Okay, Giants are 45-39. So they are 37-38 since their 8-1 start. Okay, so what pattern are we in? We're the same pattern that the Giants have been in since 2022. This is 2025. 22, 3, 4, 5. 4th year, practically 500 ball. Yes, they're 6 over, and that matters, and that counts. And yes, the first 9 games count. I get it. The point is, they've been playing 500 ball for what? They played 84 games, and they've been playing 90% of the season. They've been playing 500 ball. Okay, 90% of the season without that first 9 games. So something's got to happen. Tell me your thoughts. I am just baffled as I watch this club, and the handling of the bullpen has been pathetic, in my opinion. Something's got to give. You cannot continue to bring out Ryan Walker in big situations, high leverage situations where, and the club can't hit. So got to do something. And it's pretty tough to make trades. So first things first, I would get Luis Matos up here quickly and get him into Arizona tomorrow night. Thanks for watching this show. We will be back on at 8 o'clock tonight with the Hot Corner Show, where we merge shows with Giants Sports Talk Live. So come back here to NorCal Sports Network at 8 p.m. tonight, and we will be discussing more about the Giants and this series. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care. Make sure you give it a like and subscribe. Take care.